Good morning. Keith Beggs, founder and CEO of Steadfast Wealth Strategy and the host of the My Two Cents podcast. Partner of Retirement Architecture, which I believe is how we've met a lot of you that are receiving this email this morning. Wanted to send out a quick message. If you turn on the news anytime in the last week, all you can hear about is this $3.5 trillion with a T dollar reconciliation bill. And I just want to cover a couple of highlights of that with you, because I know in the news, depending on who you're listening to, they keep telling you unless you make over $400,000, there's nothing to be worried about. And the Ways and Means Committee, which is a bipartisan committee, just came out with their findings. And so the numbers that we're going to show you are from the Ways and Means Committee. This is not from us. This is from the government's own analysis on the bill. Before we jump into that, though, real quick, elections have consequences. Elections have consequences, right? Who you vote for, the decisions we make are going to have monetary consequences to you. We're looking at this from a fiscal responsibility or from a wealth management or retirement planning viewpoint. And so the decisions that we've made, and they've already been made at this point, but we can still work with our senators and our House Representative people to let them know are going to have monetary bottom line impact on you and your retirement. So just be mindful of that moving forward. So they keep telling us it's not going to affect anybody making less than $400,000, and most people in retirement are taking in less than $400,000. So let's just look at some of the data and the stats that the Ways and Means Committee reviewer put out. And so I just pulled these from their website. We're just going to walk through a couple slides. I don't want to make this long, but I just want to draw your attention to this. They say by the year 2023, taxpayers of every income level will see meaningful tax increases, including 18% of those earning between $75,000 and $100,000, 35% of people between $100,000 and $200,000, and 60% of those earning between $200,000 and $500,000. Okay, most people in retirement fall right here, right, between $75,000 and $200,000 of income. Now, a lot of you are already paying an inflation tax from all the printing of money that they've done, right? And if they keep printing money, that's just going to be even worse. So right now, if you're spending 5% more at the grocery store, so what was costing you now $100 is costing you $105. That is, in essence, a tax, right? That was government controlled. The inflation is because of all the spending that they're doing, right? And the suppression of work, right? And so that is where you're getting that increased cost of your bills, whether it's at the pump, whether it's at the grocery store, whatever it is that you're buying. But in essence, it's a tax. You have less money to buy now what you could have bought in the future because things cost more. So we've already got a 5% inflationary tax, and that's on everybody, right? No matter who you are, the cost of an apple is the cost of an apple. So we've already got that, and then they're saying that we're going to have this on about 20 to 35% of all people in these tax brackets. So let's look what's going to happen farther down the line. Keith, that's pretty early on. Down the line, it's got to get better. Well, actually, things only get worse for the middle class over time. In 2031, more than 80% of taxpayers earning between $20,000 and $500,000 will either see no benefit or will face a tax increase. In 2031, more than 75% of taxpayers earning between $100,000 and $200,000 will face a tax increase. This is besides the inflation tax that you're already going to be paying. And by the way, with that inflation tax, you're going to have to pull out more qualified money to buy what you're already buying now, which in essence is going to bump you up to higher tax brackets, which in essence is going to have you paying more taxes. So what can you do, right? What are your options? Well, if you're working with an advisor, I'd contact them. If you're not working with one or you want to get a second opinion, we'd love to be that contact. Have them run an analysis on what these tax changes would do to you. We have a software that we're a partner with where we can take a copy of your last tax return. You can mark out your social security numbers, all that kind of stuff, scan it in, and we can run it against the new tax changes and see, are we going to face a tax increase? What are our options to reduce our taxes now? What are our options to reduce our taxes overall? Right? And then finally take action, and this is the biggest one. Doing nothing is a decision that what you're doing right now is the best thing. Right? The only way to do something better is to take action. right? There's another thing that they're doing that I think is very important. I know a lot of people are talking about Roth IRAs, where we're converting from an IRA traditional to a Roth. They're trying to get rid of that. It's called a backdoor Roth conversion. They want to eliminate that. Why do they want to eliminate that? Well, they're going to increase your taxes in the future. They don't want you to convert to a Roth now. They want you to pay those taxes all down the line, and they want to tax you on all your additional interest that you're going to make. So if you've thought about doing a Roth conversion, or you're looking at doing a Roth conversion, you are under the gun, you are under the clock to get that done. So take action. Find an advisor that you trust, right, that can help you, that understands these type of things, and put a plan in place. If you need help finding that, we would love to be that. You can contact me at 832-506-9034, or you can reach me by email at keith@steadfastws.com. Hope you guys have a great day. I look forward to talking to you soon.